Direct from Foxborough, Massachusetts, the gem of Norfolk County, and taped at the studios of Foxborough Cable Access. It's Foxborough Central. And here's your host, Bob Hickey.
And welcome to another great episode of Foxborough Central. I am Bob Hickey, your host, thanking you for taking a little bit of time to join me and my guests as we talk about the people, events, and organizations that make Foxborough truly the gem of Norfolk County. And one of those organizations that's near and dear to my heart, the Foxborough Jaycees, is putting on a spelling bee. And here to talk about it is my friend, former selectman, past president of the Foxborough Jaycees, past president of the state, past...
Yeah, I'm not past yet.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll say...
Yes, we're still with the Jaycees, Bob.
Current great person, Linda Walsh. How are you doing today, Linda?
I'm doing well.
I'm glad to hear that. So, didn't we do this before?
Did we do what before? Meet at this table? Yes, we have. Did we do the spelling bee before? Yes, we did, but we were contestants.
See, I'm giving you an easy answer. Of course,
That's
the
right.
answer is yes.
Yes.
Yes is a good answer. So, Foxborough Jaycees are putting on the Jaycees Community Spelling Bee.
Yes.
And it is, let's get the date out of the way right now.
May 30th at the Ahern School at 7 p.m.
7 p.m. at the Ahern Middle School, at 7 p.m. at the auditorium. And
Yes.
that is the place of past glory for myself. And
Yes.
that's because I and my team came in first place, so the first ever community spelling bee.
Well, congratulations,
Yes, thank
Bob.
you very much. And I seem to
Congratulations.
recall that there was another team that didn't quite come in first.
That didn't quite come in first? Would that be the other team of the Jaycees? Well, we've all studied for many years now, so...
We've been looking at the script spelling bee.
Right, those words. Those words.
Those words are good.
Yeah.
So, let's try a little spelling for our friends at home.
Okay.
Ahern spells
Ahern.
Ahern Middle School is
Yes.
where we're going to be on Friday, May 30th.
Yes.
And so the Jaycees Community Spelling Bee is a fundraiser, correct?
Yes, it is a fundraiser. As you know, Bob, we've been struggling as Jaycees, to get members and do projects and things like that. So many of our projects that we did for many years, we've had to kind of back off on. And one of them was the scholarships. And you know, we always gave out 2 every year. Of course, we had the haunted house, so we had a lot of money brought in. So
It was flush times, yes.
Right. So we've been trying to come up with new ideas and things to raise money. So we thought bringing back the community spelling bee would be one of those ways. It was always a fun event, and a lot of people participated. So we thought, let's bring it back. It hasn't been for quite a few years, so we figured let's give it a shot. So this is the first year that we're bringing it back to see if there's involvement and participation. It'd be great.
Well, that's fantastic. And the Jaycees, of course, are a very strong local civic organization. You mentioned about recruitment, but also I would just taking a little trip down the historical path. We used to do spaghetti dinners and we used to do pancake breakfasts.
Right.
And every project seems to have a life cycle to it.
Right.
So you have that life cycle, the spaghetti, and then we moved on to other things. And the haunted house was a great run. At town meeting, of course, this past annual town meeting,
Right.
we voted to allow for the sale of the old Payson Road Auditorium.
Right.
So, you know, as with life, there are cycles, and this one has closed and another door opens. So
Well-
back to the community spelling bee.
Well, and those projects, you know, the Jaycees were actually the leaders of them. I mean, and now the Scouts took over the pancake breakfast, and the Scouts took over our tree sales, Christmas tree sales.
The Christmas tree
So
sales,
there's
yeah.
been so many projects that we've had that, you know, we were kind of a leader and gave off to other organizations that needed it too. I mean, even the road race, how many years did we do the road race?
Yep.
And now look at what the diabetes run has gone after us.
Diabetes
you know,
run,
so-
the YMCA.
Right.
And with that, that's a good thing because it shows that there is opportunity to come up with a new idea, a fresh idea, and then
Right.
other people use it and make it their own. And that's a good thing. The spelling bee that's coming up is
Yep.
for all organizations in Foxborough, and even maybe a band of friends to get
Band
together.
of friends, yep. That's what I've
understand-
been pushing. I've been out of school now. I graduated Foxborough High 35 years ago. So,
Get out.
no, I know it's hard to believe, but so I've been encouraging folks to, you know, get a few classmates together and come up and compete. It's just a fun evening, and I think it's time that we put some fun back into the town.
You know what? Absolutely.
It's been a weekend of it. I mean, AJ's Dooley's cleanup day was tremendous this weekend. We took the opportunity to paint the bandstand this weekend, and I just think that anything that we can do as a community just strengthens who we are.
Well, and then going back to the theme of civic organizations, and there are so many out there that can field a team and should be fielding a team. Speaking to you, and you know who you are. We talk about the fabric of Foxborough and who we are built upon the backs of the volunteers. And so it is incumbent upon the different organizations to support each other, at least in my opinion. And that is one of the strengths of Foxborough, is that we always have, whenever someone has taken a step back, another has stepped in and said, all right, this is a needed service, or this is something that has to happen, we'll make it happen. And you bring up AJ Dooley, a great example. He and Jack Othwellette got together again for the second annual Community Cleanup Day just a little bit ago on that beautiful Saturday. It started off raining, but as with all good events, the heavens cleared, and it turned out to be a beautiful day, even though the weather forecasters said it was going to be a horrible day. So sometimes it works out.
In New England.
And but then you get that sense of community. So many people donated, and AJ donated, and then with the different stores donating water, and the restaurant donating food, and the Fish and Game coming out and cooking. It was just an all-around community day, as we always have when one organization takes a step back, another organization steps up. So right now it's time for everybody to step up and be part of the Community Spelling Bee.
Right.
The Jaycees Community Spelling Bee, if a team wanted to get together, let's just say, for example, my wife and 3 other friends had maybe a wine club that they had together.
Absolutely.
And maybe that 4 people in that wine club thought that they could spell better than everybody else, or maybe they don't think they can spell at all, but they still want to participate. How would they do it?
So you can email me.
You.
At lynda1061@aol.com.
Yes.
Or you could give me a call at 774-266-3140.
That would be Linda Walsh at Linda, Lynda 1062.
1061.
1061 at AOL.com.
That's right.
See, that's why we have these conversations, so we can get information out. And of course, hopefully I get the information right. But I know that on the magic of our television, the editor has put the correct address on
That's
there.
right.
Because he's good.
Yes, he is good. And he knows it well.
He knows it well.
Yes.
So with the spelling bee coming up, what is the hope? That we get more teams?
Yes, I need more teams.
Okay.
Right now, I only have 3 confirmed.
Okay.
And, we'd like to have at least 20, to start off. I know it's the first year, and it will grow just as everything else grows, but, I'd like to get more participation. So,
well, the nice thing
and
with
you
this,
don't have a team yet. Bob.
Well, I will have a team there. And the nice thing about this is when you're watching this will be weeks after this was taped. So the number of teams, you should probably get your application in now, because it may be filling up to the point where you may be excluded. Of course, we can always expand, right?
We can always expand, yes. You just might not be on the program.
So get your team in.
Yes.
So the words are going to be horribly difficult words, and it's going to make everybody
It'll be,
cry.
Easy, and then get a little tougher and a little tougher, and then, the best team will win, I guess, and they will get trophies. So,
trophies.
Yes, trophies.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, how many people are on a team? 4?
4 people.
Okay.
Yep. Yes.
So everybody out there surely has
3 friends.
3 friends.
Yes.
Or 2 friends and 1 frenemy who you feel
Yes.
compelled to bring on board, but that's okay.
Right.
You never want to be that one person, except that person may be able to spell really well, and all of a sudden may carry you to the
That's
victory.
right.
So,
And that's the best part, Bob, is that you're there as a team. So you all kind of, scribble down what you think the word is, and then one person writes it on the board. But you all can talk about it. It's not that I'm going to, we're not going to personally say individually, Bob, how do you spell? It isn't, it's your team. So that's what makes it fun,
Excellent, excellent. The money that is raised here is going to go towards the Foxborough Jaycees General Fund, which then in turn supports all of the good projects. Maybe we
Right.
can talk about some of, you mentioned scholarships.
Right, scholarships. I'd like to bring scholarships back.
And since this is at the Ahern Middle School, there's that school tie-in, so perhaps
Right.
that's what this is going towards at a high level.
Yes. That's,
Now, how much
that's
does it
my
cost?
main priority.
How much does it cost for my wife's wine club to get
So
involved?
it's $70
Okay.
for a team of 4.
That's not bad.
And then for tickets will be available at the door, and that will be $5.
Okay.
And we'll have raffles and some, candy and soda and water and things like that too, refreshments.
So it'll be a night out.
It'll be a fun night out. Yes.
So bring your friends, bring your thesaurus or your dictionary to check up on the judges. I still remember, and it was a couple years afterwards, they morphed it into a trivia contest. Mm-hmm. And they got the name of the third river in Pittsburgh wrong. So
And you knew
yes,
that,
I
didn't you?
knew it.
You knew
I
that.
spent some time in Pittsburgh. Anyway, the important thing here is that the Foxborough Jaycees have brought back a wicked cool project.
Yes.
It is the Community Spelling Bee.
Right.
It will be on Friday,
The 30th.
May 30th at the Ahern Middle School. Field a team. If you have a team, contact Linda at 774-266-3140 or write to her at Linda1061, and that's spelled Linda the right way, Lynda, 1061 at AOL.com. And we have officially found only the second person I know of who still has an AOL address. So here she is.
Here I am.
Here she is. And of course, as with anything, you can also contact this program, and I will forward along and contact us at foxcentral@fcatv.org. So between the two of us, we'll get information out to you. If you would like to get your team fielded, contact Linda, contact me, or remember, if you want to come see some good stuff, some friends not making a fool of themselves, some friends succeeding wildly at spelling great words, then you should make plans to come to the Ahern Middle School on Friday, May 30th. Linda, it's always a pleasure having you in with us. It's always a pleasure talking Foxborough Jaycees, and I'm really glad to hear that we have the Community Spelling Bee coming back.
Yes, me too.
What is your final word you want to tell everybody?
Just come out one way or another, either on a team or to support the teams, and get together as a whole town again and do something fun and match wits.
Beautiful. It'll be a great community night. Speaking of community, on behalf of the Foxborough Cable Access volunteers, I want to thank you for taking a little bit of time to spend with us as we talk community. One of the best communities I'm ever aware of, because I'm only aware of one, which is Foxborough, the gem of Norfolk County. On behalf of Betty Travers, Deb Stores behind the cameras, Lauren Bitar, who's the gal behind the glass, Michael Weber, our Executive Director, I'm Bob Hickey. Please check us out on the web at fcatv.org. Click on that Foxborough Central tab and you can see this or any of the other wonderful programs that we've put together about our community for you. And of course, check us out on your favorite cable access channel. I'm Bob Hickey, your host. Thank you for taking a little time. Have a great day, Foxborough.